am your goddess Nesca, here with Trakamon, we're reacting to...
Pay more for Get Less Hater Guide to Game Fest.
It's the same with sci-fi stories, yep.
By It's a Gundam.
It's a Gundam!
It's a Gundam. He's just a piece of crap.
Well, another day, another yearly corporate
Gay.
event hosted by the human husk known as Jeff
Gay.
Keighley has ended. The Summer Games Fest is designed to get you hyped for game.
What's the algorithm, or what's the anagram here?
I don't know.
Gamer or games? What's the A and Y stand for?
Rush to market, thriving off of corporate crunch,
Game Award Year?
What's
No.
she called?
culture,
that doesn't
and
help.
fueled by AI
No.
now. AAA
It's
gaming
dumb.
has reached the point where we pay more for less, much like the modern McDonald's value meal. And just like said value meal, what you
Wait, I thought John Cena had cancer.
get does not match the promotional material.
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?
The hardcore gamer has been rebranded the consumer by CEOs of billion-dollar gaming companies.
Flashback.
Same goal, which is make the best entertainment on earth and engage and captivate our consumers. So when we've had booths that were very focused on letting consumers play their other enterprises where we
Here, you wanna attract your consumers? Make a game. Those monsters you could kill with blood and gore, death, destruction, fun mods, sexy main character, open world environment, nice music.
It is.
There you go.
Oh.
we talk to consumers on a regular basis.
And
Right,
boobas!
GTA Online.
Be a
Why do you
phenomenon.
think someone plays kicking
A
ass?
I
flashback.
know.
They are so
And hidden Pinors.
And the horse balls.
Horse balls.
addicted to their digital smack they can't turn away. Ruled by consumer culture, they are
What the fuck pizza was that?
Dominoes.
smack
Why
they
was
can't
it?
turn
Wait,
away.
why was it a?
Ruled by
octa-
consumer culture,
Oh no! Wait, it's just squished.
Oh.
Wait,
Switch
switch
to-
2 for pizza. What?
they are forced to buy the Nintendo Switch 2 and all of
Amiibos!
the peripherals. For what reason, God only
Yeesh.
knows.
Yeah, what do I have this for? What am I doing?
Point.
The Nintendo Switch 2 reportedly sold over 3 million units in the first 24 hours via Nintendo Power.
Toast! Look excited! I want to smell the excitement!
There's no games out for it right now.
I know. I'm gonna wait until it goes on sale.
Toast more! 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 More!
Instead of a body that consumes copious amounts of
Ew.
calories, the
Ew.
consumer's gluttony can be
Ew.
measured in bookcases full of Funko Pops and video game boxes that are
Burn it.
Burn.
Burn it all.
Burn it all.
more often than not empty, housing only a piece of paper with a digital code and
What? Yeah. So
No! No, it's horrible. Why even sell the box at this point?
it's just a waste of plastic at this point.
Where's my game?
side, because at the end of the day, you will own nothing, and you will like it. These days, companies know they
No.
can charge more, and people will pay. As the Outer Worlds 2 demonstrated,
I want to know what game that was for. Was that for the new Mario Kart?
I don't know. I didn't see it.
No. If I buy a game and there's no cartridge in it, I'm returning it and saying, where the hell's my cartridge?
And they charge you an extra $10 for that. If you charge me an extra $10 for the physical copy and it's just a box with a code, I am punching someone.
Yes. Just bootleg it. We need to figure out a way to just pirate all of our games now.
Anime figures are way better than Funko Pops.
Oh, yes. You don't even get me started on that. Funko Pops are soulless, just chilled out, disgusting bastardizations of the characters.
You don't want the Sephiroth Funko Pop?
I will burn it! How dare they take the likeness of Sephiroth and make it so disgusting!
right after the Summer Games Fest had ended, and the children were squealing in horror.
Thanks, Nintendo. Now every mid-ass game will think it's worth $80. The Outer Worlds 2 is $79.99. I wonder if the reaction will be the same as it was with Mario Kart World, LOL.
Don't forget Randy Pitchford letting fans know it's time to pony up.
Bitch better have my money.
Randy, this game better not be $80.
Oh, this,
Don't take
the
that risk.
Borderlands.
A lot of gamers aren't going to pay $80 to feed this notion of constant increases of price tag. You are the CEO. You have some say of the price when it comes to your publisher. Hey,
I hope they make the story better.
I am gonna wait a month for that game to come after it comes out. What?
Oh, you just got a rash on your arm now.
I'm sunburned like hell. But yeah, I'm a Borderlands fan, and I'm waiting a month for that game to come out. I'm gonna wait to see what people say about it.
I enjoyed Borderlands 3. Not for the story, but for the gameplay.
Yeah, the gameplay in Borderlands 3 was great, but the
The story was that.
yeah. Oh God.
Dying. The story was dying.
That's how bad the story was.
A, not my call. B, if you're a real fan, you'll find a way to make it happen.
Oh,
My local
sure.
game store had
You
Starpoint
know his PR team just pulled their hair out when he said that, when he posted that.
for Sega Genesis for $80 in 1991 when I was just out of high school, working a minimum wage at an ice cream parlor in Pismo Beach. And I
You know what he didn't mention? What kind of money was his parents making?
Yeah.
found a way to make it happen.
Through your parents.
Oh, no,
Please.
there's no money.
Oh, my bad. No problem.
When there was backlash for this comment on Twitter, he doubled down because these game company CEOs see modern gamers as junkies looking to escape the harsh reality of their lives through the medium of video games.
Mycopunk is cheaper than a point of meth, probably has fewer side effects too.
Randy Pitchford coming in with that Huggy Bear energy. Come on, baby. Borderlands 4 will make you feel real good about the socioeconomic disparity you suffer from that other generations did not. Meet to your heart's content. Only $79.99. Plus,
I'm sorry, no, it's not. It's gone. Games have ruined forever.
Well, another point is, he's saying the cost to make Borderlands 4 is double than Borderlands 3. $300 million to make a game. Maybe cut your fucking budgets.
And actually make it good?
And also, maybe, how many... I mean, there's probably a million middle managers they have going around. Maybe you cut those people.
Any Doge.
Yeah.
I'd buy that for $1.
he walked it back like DSP would do after the heat got a little too hot by
Yep.
saying,
I'm sorry, there was misunderstanding.
what was the misunderstanding? You literally told people if they're really fans of Borderlands 4, they'll find a way to get the money to buy the game. There's nothing to misunderstand.
So he's hoping that everyone's like super obsessed with Borderlands in order to buy it for so much more.
Yeah.
It's not the special loot box edition.
People might defend this by saying the cost of making video games has gone up, which they're not wrong. But in the place of gameplay or even good stories, we were given more visual fidelity. And every video game started to become an interactive movie. I don't know about you, but I'm a little tired of walking sims and uninspired shooters all following the Fortnite trends, permeating the industry like a wet fart
Fortnite
in a
has
hot
ruined
room.
video
Check out
games,
this
I
article
swear.
from 5 years ago.
Video game prices are going up for the first time in 15 years. In spite of an economic and jobs crisis, publishers will press ahead with a price hike they see as long overdue. The $60 video...
Hey, maybe AI can take over video games and then video games will just be free. Wait, I think that's already kind of a thing with mobile games.
They want to go with live action games or free to play. That's where everybody wants to go.
game dates back to at least the 90s.
Gotchas.
Rarely has a game exceeded that price threshold in 3 decades since, even as inflation drove the dollar's value to nearly half of what it was the days of the Super Nintendo. This week, the video game publishers will press ahead with an industry-wide effort to raise the standard price to $70. The move coincides
face
with
right there,
the
Gundam.
debut of the 2 new game consoles from Microsoft and Sony,
You've
a
become a
generational
drooling
change that comes
zombie.
every 7 years or so. There's one complicating factor: an economic crisis that has doubled unemployment in the U.S. from levels before the coronavirus pandemic.
That's right. People were doing worse than ever, and the gaming industry said, suck it. And it hasn't even been a full 5 years since the last gaming price hike. And here we are again in May of 2025. Another price hike again. GTA 6 is due out this fall, with the entire game industry salivating over the possibility of this game having a $100 price tag.
Would you spend $100 for that?
I want to wait and see because it's different. It is GTA.
There's a lot of gameplay in it.
And I bet you money the reason why they push it back because it was made during that weird period where they're putting a bunch of woke shit in games. I wonder if they're not going through and cutting all that shit out.
Cut out the fluff.
Yeah.
Make it more hardcore.
Yeah, because this game is going to cost over $1 billion. I've heard anywhere from $1 to $2 billion to make this game.
And the last thing they probably want is a
flop.
What was the last biggest flop that happened?
Oh, just recently.
What was that one game?
Dragon Age.
Oh, Dragon Age.
And people are still bitching about that.
They lost money on that, didn't
If
they?
current trends continue like this, gaming will become a luxury hobby by 2032.
Impossible!
The Summer Games Fest, the usual things you come to expect, Jeff Keighley tagging a super twink on Twitter. Pretty much on brand, it is Pride Month after all.
Welcome to Scum Island, where survival is earned, not given. Will you be tested on June 17th? Are you in at Scum? Ooh! At Scum, the Scum Boy, gay submissive male, not set for work, member of Team Gay, Team Bottom, admirer of Team Bi and Team Straight.
What the fuck? How do we go down this rabbit hole?
What was all that about?
I don't want to know. Are you scared?
Okay, so he's a bottom, is what he was saying.
Probably.
Submissive male. He was a bottom.
You don't want to see what's on this guy's timeline. No. What sets do? That wasn't part of the programming.
They revealed some really fun games. This one from the Epic Store, announcing Retooled, an African futuristic heist game where you reclaim real African looted artifacts from Western museums. Wishlist it now.
What?
A game about black characters stealing from a museum. Not the best look considering the looting of Nike stores to protest ICE.
Oh my god!
Oh my god, I didn't even think about that.
Why would you do this? You're just giving.
Well, finally, I guess racism has been defeated. Am I right?
Oh my god!
Oh, don't bring up the 13% number again.
Beast of Reincarnation is your standard fare hack and slash a la Stellar Blade, featuring an attractive super Asian woman. Frankly, these games are so far-fetched. If an Asian woman were this powerful, they would be able to fend off perverts on Japanese trains. Oh well. I look forward to the nude mods of her on the Nexus.
Oh, will someone please stop him?
Like on Stellar Blade.
Handcrafted with cuddles by the Merc with a MetaQuest.
Oh, yeah, this.
Kick back and bask in the glory of gaming's first quintuple A tropical farming sim experience.
Deadpool VR.
Escape the turd burger of late-stage capitalism.
Handcrafted with cuddles by the Merc with a MetaQuest.
Deadpool VR is what you'd expect in the age of the Ryan Reynolds-ified version of the character. Corporate slot pool is what I like to call it, coming to a VR headset near you.
Ryan Reynolds is going to pay for what he's done to the modern Deadpool's voice direction.
He won't pay. He'll never pay. Wu-Tang Clan has a game coming out, which led to the...
I like Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool, though. I wouldn't buy that game, though. I hate VR.
The confusion of Zoomers and everyone else not bumping Wu-Tang Clan music for the last 20 years.
You're right, Fidel. This show's been great.
I'm Sib.
Presented by Ghost Killer Mike. Let's get it.
No, that's fire.
No shot.
Okay, maybe I'm not the gamer, because what's Wu-Tang?
Hideo Kojima took time out of his busy schedule taking photos of celebrities to show off Death Stranding 2. That probably has more celebrities in the video game for some ungodly reason. Well, anyway, in typical Hideo Kojima fashion, the grippers have been unleashed. I have to say, I have no idea what the f is going on in this trailer. But fans of the series keep saying that it is...
She has the same quirk as the guy from Vigilantes.
I quote, peak Resident Evil Requiem
Oh,
left
here we
me
go.
feeling numb. It seems to take place after the events of Resident Evil 2, but the trailer felt hollow, much like my soul. With an almost yearly release window, remaking all of its glory day games, it just doesn't hit the same. Resident Evil 9 feels kind of, I don't know the word for it.
I liked 8.
It's kind of like when
8 was
something's
pretty good
just been
play.
around too long.
8 was only good because of Lady Dimitrescu.
I wonder where they're going with 9. I want to see what.
You're curious?
I want to torture you with it.
The trailer was...
Probably time
Mid.
it was put out of its
Yeah.
misery. You know, like your grandfather.
It looks so horror. Horror is back, you guys.
Of course, Twitter rage baiters wanted to somehow make gamers the villain after the trailer dropped.
Dudes are already calling the Resident Evil 9 lead protagonist ugly. An epidemic of
Okay, do it first. She's not but she's not ugly.
It's the other picture where she has those big-ass glasses.
loneliness
can
and
mod
misery
it.
is truly making some of you insane.
Don't worry, we'll mod her into, like, I don't know,
The mod will fix it.
Sailor Moon character.
You are fake news.
Onimusha Way of the Sword is the first new installment in the Onimusha franchise in 20 years, or 19 if you want to split hairs. Finally, a game that hasn't been rebooted to death or reimagined to the
Never
point of where
played
it's
the original,
unrecognizable. Count me in. Mafia Old Country, another Mafia game. After Mafia 3, my hopes are not high. I'm not even gonna bother complaining about it. Mortal Shell.
I want to know if he's going to talk about Silent Hill.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't... to be honest, it doesn't feel like it's Silent Hill to me. It feels like a Japanese horror game. Than just
Another
using Silent
Soulsborne
Hill.
game designed to appeal more to the edgy, disgruntled
Ugh.
youth of the generation.
Cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort.
How do you do, fellow kids?
Dying Light the Beast, another in a long line of zombie trope video games. But at
Yay,
least this
creepy
one
monsters.
has parkour.
Is it just me, or does this game remind you of Portland, Oregon?
Ill is another zombie game, but hear me out.
Ugh.
At least this
Ugh.
one has some creepy survival horror factors.
You wanna
It
play
makes
that
you
one?
uneasy.
No!
That's what a horror game should be, and that seems to be sorely missing from
Okay, chat, save me! This asshole over here is gonna make me play horror games!
You can play Silent Hill F when it comes out. on
No! I don't want to play Japanese Silent
I'm
Hill!
gonna play the
Evil
trailer
and
just to
Dying
show.
Light. So, color me interested. Capcom
what's
showed
creepy?
off more Street Fighter 6 characters. And of course, you have to pay for the legacy characters. But it's promoted by Kenny Omega, so I'm sure that softens the blow for the fans. Axe of Blood almost looks like Sifu in a modern game setting. Color me meh. At this point, there was a trailer for what looked like Star Wars Battlefront 3. I was hoping the morons at EA figured out a winning formula instead of doing something stupid. But it was more
They did
Fortnite
something
crossovers
stupid.
that further
Fortnite.
cement that all of
Yay.
these legacy IPs that you knew and loved that had some sort of dignity are now owned by companies or entities that care so little about them, they whore them out like Jeffrey Epstein. Call of Duty
Sheesh. Star Wars is dead.
Star Wars Disney killed it.
Black Ops 7. There was a time when
Look at
Call
the
of Duty felt like a war
butterfly.
game and nothing else. Now I don't know what the hell I'm looking at anymore.
Oh, you
It
killed
looks like a psychedelic mind trip that leads to nowhere but more microtransactions and yearly soulless releases with
What?
celebrity cameos.
What?
We used to be a proper
Why?
country. Remember when COD used to be gritty and actually effective at war propaganda? Hell, made me consider jumping into the meat grinder. I still say I was in Desert Storm for fun to this day. There were other trailers, but to hell with it. The current video game industry is
You didn't do
overbearing
Silent
and
Hill.
corpulent,
Did it not
with
come out yet when he made this video?
Shouldn't have. All right, I'm gonna add it onto the video real quick, just to.
You know it's gonna get mood. It's gonna get mood.
Yeah, you're right. You're
gonna
right.
get
All right, you want to
moved.
end the video there?
Hi. Oh, but why am I saying hi? Goodbye. Well, thank you for joining us. Bye.
Thank you all for joining me. Please like, subscribe, and comment. It would make me very happy. Kiss, kiss,